do it and you can't, don't do it and you can't knock it down. You know that you found the wall. No man on earth can make you fall.
By the way, this is such a crazy new thing. I saw Gary Vee doing this. I saw Mr. Beast doing this for a while, where you put some bullshit number up there as like a way to engage idiots and children. I can text Jesse? This is awesome. Idubbbz is being stoic here. I love that. You would never see this before, but now it's like an additional weird marketing strategy or something. I'm not sure I understand it.
Turns out Michelle's been busy working on a new podcast, and so far, it's been a flop. The first 2 episodes have been up all day and only gotten a few thousand views on YouTube. Half of them are probably primetime producers. But still...
This is fucking Pedo Troll talking about me. That's crazy. It's a flop. She's worthless. She's in the gutter. Awful. Nobody wants to watch it.
Still, Michelle's spilling the family secrets, like how Barry gets on her nerves. Listen.
Well, but, you know, I've got this husband who's like, when it's time to leave, it's 3 o'clock, he's getting up and going to the bathroom. And I was like, dude, like 3 o'clock departure means you've done all that, you know? It's like, don't start looking for your glasses, you know, at the 3 o'clock departure. But he's improved over 30 years of marriage. But that was
Michelle says her husband doesn't really like people, doesn't know how to talk to him, and doesn't even really care.
So I will say, this whole thing, when I was watching this, I was like, oh man, this is so relatable for all the people who do not have like a decent relationship, or like don't know how to fucking talk about their partners or talk to their partners. This would be the criticism. Oh my God, it's horrible.
Now, Barack's come in, he's come out, and he's like, y'all still talking? He'll sit down for 5 minutes, be like, how are the boys? And the flip side of my husband, right? Because he golfs, and golfing takes as long as the first session of our, you know, it takes 5 hours to golf. He'll golf with his buddies, come back and be like, how's X? He's good. It's like, what'd y'all talk about? Nothing.
Hate to break it to Michelle, but guys don't get deep on the course. When
guys
someone rags
don't
on
get
their
deep
spouse,
on the course. Oh man, maybe Obama does need to get deep on the course. That's so funny. Imagine like making a segment out of this on your fucking primetime show. Like, what the fuck? It is so delusional.
You know Jimmy, he never listens, but he looks cute in his suit.
He wants Michelle to fucking publicly suck Barack. Like, that's what he needs. Oh man, it's so obnoxious. It's so obnoxious. The people who don't understand this shit. Dude, I would take any of the fucking Michelle Obama, like, Barack's on Island Time stories, or her saying he doesn't like people. It's like, that ain't fucking hard to believe. He was president. Like, we've seen him. Like, we understand that. I don't know what is the most what do you call that, charitable way to describe that? He's a chill guy, but he's interpreting it as like, oh, this is fucked up for a wife to do to her husband.
Did she drop this podcast to distance herself from Barack so she could run for president? Every politician starts a podcast right before they launch their next campaign. Looking at you, Gavin.
Every year we'd have the turkey pardoning. And that was the one thing that the girls would do at Barack, was to go stand next to him when he pardoned this turkey.
Yes.
And it was cute when they were little, but as they got older, you could see on their faces in the shots of them thinking, I would just poke my eyes out. Just right now, just get me out of here. I'm standing with my father telling these stupid jokes, you know, next to a turkey. So by the time we got to the last year, the last turkey pardoning, they were done. They were just like, I'm out.
Hearing Michelle talk like candidly about all this stuff, it is so much more relatable and real than fucking anything that has like touched the White House. Like, this is so normal. I don't know. I'm impressed by it. I'm like, okay, cool. This is very, in my world, this is very mature. This is very adult. Also, it's just such an interesting story. I would have never known that this was a conversation that they had. You can speculate all you want, but to get like, you know, the real, you know, out of the horse's mouth, like that's cool. I can't believe that this is, again, it's kind of like fucking pedo troll. It's it's a self-own. It's posting his L's type of thing. There's no point in critically engaging with this. It's pure rage bait. I totally disagree, Microwave. So much of this shit is like, it's human psychology, and it's very fascinating to know that, you know, the majority of people watching this shit and engaging with it, 600,000 people, like they buy into it. And I think it's extra interesting, especially when you don't like a person. You're super partisan, and you're like, oh, I don't like any of the fucking Democrats. I don't like Obama. I don't like Michelle, all that sort of shit. You go in with all these like preconceived notions of what's okay and not. And you can tell like nothing that Michelle has said in this podcast is at all fucking bad. But to listen to people's interpretations of it or the way they spin it, it speaks, I think, to a lot of like some people's own like insecurities and weirdness. Super fascinating. Cudsoul, like, sure, we're not talking about that. It's such an irrelevant thing to bring up when we're talking about like the psychology of how a fucking Fox News host is like drilling down on this shit. And you're like, but actually, I'm the leftist king, and he's a war criminal. Like, okay. When was that the topic of discussion? Wait a minute. This isn't even the video. This is another video. There was, because I was trying to find the one with, what's his name? Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew was like, he was like asking Dr. Drew, like, so what do you think about this Michelle Obama thing? What do you think about this? And Dr. Drew was like, yeah, if I was Barack, I'd be going to therapy, or I'd be demanding therapy after seeing this conversation or whatever. Really bad. The Demero says, every president is a war criminal. We're talking about Fox News, lol. Yes, thank you so much. But yeah, I have a personal interest in it, to be honest, because this is a lot of what I've seen from like commentary channels poking and prodding about Anissa and I, or like speculating on our relationship. Because all of it, I'm like, yeah, this is fucking normal ass shit. I cannot believe the things that are like quoted or like put out there as like a horrible moment or an abusive moment. So whenever I get shit like this where I'm like, oh, I'm seeing it in the fucking media, it gives me an opportunity to see what, you know, like an average Fox News viewer in this case, what their interpretation of it is. And the first comment, we basically have some insanely, I don't even know where to start with it. It's transphobic, it's sexist, it's racist, it's literally all the things together. This person says, no one in their right mind would vote for this dude. What the fuck? Like, that has 1,000 likes. Like, this is who these videos are appealing to. And it kind of instantly makes me feel better because I'm like, oh, they're just fucking brain dead. Like, there isn't any logic to the to the critiques at all. I'm just listening to a normal podcast. What I've gotten is they hate you so much they are convinced Anissa must keep you in the cupboard under the stairs. Cupboard under the stairs isn't even all that bad. That shit looked super cozy on the Harry Potter. Because it made me realize, because I've seen Dr. Drew. I even saw fucking Dr. Drew go on fucking Pedo Trolls podcast talking about like Trisha. And I was like, okay, like this is, I get it, like very Hollywood kind of guy. And I was familiar with Dr. Drew from Adam Carolla. Him and Adam Carolla used to do like this thing, I think it was called Love Line. And so I was like, oh, okay, like maybe he's got his own different little grifts, and maybe I'm not familiar with all of them. Seeing him on Fox News basically just like getting paid to say to give like a clinical or professional approach to, I don't know, psychoanalyzing people from across the screen. I was just like, this is bad. I'll listen to a little bit of it, though.
Man, it's hard to be a dude on the internet nowadays. So many of us are lonely,
No, it's
sexually
easy. What are you talking about?
frustrated, and disrespected because we can't find a girlfriend or can't get laid. And so we try so hard to find a girlfriend because we look at our lives and we're sad, we're lonely, we're sexually frustrated, and we see these.
That's what I mean, right? Like, a lot of you guys are like saying, hard to be a dude. What the fuck are you talking about? I think that's what makes it tough, right? Is because he's fucking he's doing this balancing act where he needs to massage the egos of all these fucking incels and fucking whoever else, just fucking lonely, sad guys who are, passing by, looking for a good path, a good direction to go down. So hard to be a dude because can't find girlfriend. Where is the sex? Dr. K made a porn addiction public therapy. What happened to privacy? Interesting. I'm not familiar with that. Well, and I guess in fairness to that, you should be able to make a video about porn or talk about the topic without that being like too weird for the internet. It's like, trust me, we're way past too weird for the internet. A therapist, or, as some people would say, a pseudo-therapist or an armchair therapist can talk, like, this is way far from being bad, like bad for the internet.
We see all the smiles. We see all the.
He's doing the same thing that the fucking, that the NoFap guy does, right? Where he's painting a picture of what, like, I don't know how much of this is projection. Because I do think that's part of his appeal, right? Is he's like, hey, guys, I'm one of you. I get it. I think the same way. But I don't know how much of it is more just like I'm trying to make a watchable video as well. No. No empathy hat.
The sexiness, and we think to ourselves that.
No, we don't. Who's looking at fucking Andrew Tate? They're not looking at Andrew Tate. They're looking at fucking like Moist Critical and Asmongold. They're like, shit, I don't have to wipe my own ass. Not in reference to Moist Critical.
You can. I just want to
Yes,
ask
you
him
can.
if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had, like, IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
But I don't have to wipe my own ass, and I can just fucking know life on World of Warcraft and occasionally give a shit take. Like, this is awesome. What great validation for my existence. Asmongold was able to do it. Maybe I can too.
But it's not only dudes that tell us this. It's also women, usually on places like Instagram, who are relatively attractive, trying to make it as an influencer, and they're more than happy to shit on us when we do not fit that mold.
They're shitting on us. Yeah. That's where you're going to lose my chat. My woke woman chat. They'd be like, oh, okay, let's not do this. Remember, guys, he's got to appeal to the boys. That's something I noticed the other night. Okay, so quick break. I know this is probably really tough for you guys, but we're taking a good break. I don't have a Bazinga button. Let's pretend I hit the Bazinga button. Here, let's go YouTube.
Bazinga.
Okay, Bazinga, there you go. So this is my Bazinga moment. Empathetic moment. We're having an empathetic moment. Last night, I was watching Big Bang Theory, as I always do. Right now, we're in the arc where the fucking Wallowitz, he is going up to space, but he's taking like a Russian Suez rocket up into space. And there's all these moments on the show. I've been noticing, a lot of people were saying like, oh, there's so much like transphobia in the show. There's so much sexism and weird shit throughout. I mean, these are my truly woke viewers who have warned me of this. I've been noticing it's a lot, but I've been paying attention to some of these moments where I'm like, would this fly? The show came out now, and like, how does some of this age? And so Bazinga, it ages really well, of course. But what I've noticed is that they have a lot of like anti-foreign country propaganda throughout the show. And they'll make jokes about India, Russia, fucking Mexico, loads of different countries. And I'm like, oh, whatever. They're like cute, harmless jokes. And then I realize like, oh, wait, this is really part of the propaganda because they have not made a single joke at the expense of the US. And I'm like, no wonder people get so fucking sensitive about defending the US. people really feel like their soul is being insulted if you say the US fucking sucks. They lose it. And it's like, because all of the fucking propaganda from fucking day one, it's do not insult or make light of the US and the culture or anything like that. If you do make fun of the culture, it's got to be like pointed, you know? Like maybe we're making fun of fucking, I don't know, like Southern culture or something, like hillbillies. I don't know. Very, very little about America. But they've called like India like a fucking dump on the show. Basically, they've said multiple things about India because they have like an Indian character on Big Bang Theory, and I think they feel as if that like gives them the pass. And so they've just referenced a lot of what they consider like bad culture of India. Yeah, and that's not very bazinga of them. And then they recently did it with like this Russian rocket that one of the characters went up on. And they basically said that, oh, the only contribution to the world or the global economy that Russia has done was Tetris and mail order brides or something like that. It was very like, it almost felt like, it just felt so unnecessarily like vitriolic. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people who don't like Russian culture, but to be that automatic in your writing for a comedy show, to basically be like, yeah, it's fucking, this place is worthless. This is really gonna hit in rural America. It amazed me because I listened to that. I'm like, that was rough for not saying a single fucking thing about the U.S. It's the sort of thing that you would not like register as a regular Joe watching this show. You'd be like, oh yeah, it's a dumb show. It trains your fucking brain though. They got what? Probably hundreds of episodes, and they watch this shit and they watch it again. There's people, yeah, Big Bang, we're talking about Big Bang Theory. There are people who fucking, it's their comfort show. There are people whose comfort show is like The Office, a lot of these like sitcoms, and they will just rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it, and it rewires their fucking brain by how much they rewatch that shit. It's not good. Thank you. It is. One second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. I have a sweet moment I want to share with you guys. Not to stroke my own ego, but it's not really my ego, but like I think it's a good example of when we were talking before and Anissa was like shouting shit from across the house. I was getting frustrated and I was saying like I was basically saying like don't fucking do that, like come in here and say that to me or whatever, like, or say it in chat or something. And normally I don't think I'd react that way. I'm like, whatever, like that's not a big deal. But I'm realizing that I hadn't taken my Adderall in like a couple weeks, and today I took it. And I realized that I think that's where some of my frustration came. And this is something to like work out or be aware of if you do get like diagnosed with ADHD or you do have Adderall or one of these things. Like if you can't, I'm a little bit more locked in than I've been on previous days. That's why I'm like taking the lower dosage, is because it could be really frustrating to be locked in and then be distracted. It's ADHD is fucking fine for that. At least based on my experience, like I fucking love distractions. I totally fucking go with the flow. But now that I'm like managing it a little bit more, it's like, wait, something's happening. You can't, knock me out of it. You can't break me out of my focus. But I learned last year I didn't actually have ADHD. I'm autistic with GAD. Was diagnosed last year, but went off ADHD meds at 18 years old. What's GAD? Generalized anxiety disorder. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to do you a favor. Never call it GAD. That makes it sound more serious. No, I'm kidding. It's serious. That's some shit. Like, I'm going to turn into like, imagine like being dude, I know exactly how people like fucking, what's that gray-haired fucker's name? Bill Maher. I know exactly how people like Bill Maher end up where they end up. It's like, you just cannot fight your dumb ass getting old. You know what I mean? You just can't. And so, like you can be a little bit like liberal, but as like the world is advancing around you, there's this like frustration that you generate where you're like, okay, I was really good. I was doing a great job. I was checking myself. I was caring about the minorities. But now you guys have all these different genders and shit. And I got to put the brakes on it. This is too much. I'm mocking the Bill Maher brain. Just like how it's very relatable, the idea, not related, well, kind of. Just the idea that like because someone said in chat, they were like, I have GAD, or I discovered my ADHD wasn't that. I have GAD. And so my, like, the boomer portion of my brain, which I think is the front quarter of it, basically said, like, oh yeah, don't call it that. You just have anxiety. I didn't say that, but like that's what my boomer brain wanted to say.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't that serious. We all have anxiety, all right? Come on now.
Yeah.
But I get the
Well, my
they're just
pains. That's what I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Generalized anxiety.
Yeah, but it's less I think what I'm trying to I'm in the brain, like I think in that brain space people are well, I guess the idea is that it is it doesn't have an obvious or clear, like what do you call it, like not calcified a calcified definition, crystallized definition, or like widely crystallized does it?
Yeah. GAD is
Sweaty armpits?
Yeah, that
Panic
kind of hard,
attacks?
all of that. I have
Okay.
like,
Right.
I have depression and generalized anxiety. Well, a lot of people.
So you know how they say like alphabet, oh yeah, the alphabet army or the alphabet group
Mafia.
or whatever, alphabet mafia. So is there something that they are going to call, or that they do call people who say, oh, I have like, and then list off several like.
How do you feel? How do you feel about like if somebody said I have GERD?
GERD. Oh, I like that.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's like stomach ulcers or
Right.
something.
So medical things have have
Abbreviations.
letters all the time.
True.
not just
It's
mental.
because I'm thinking of the mental.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all medical. Have,
Yeah, it's because people think people are only saying it as like an attention seeking thing.
Yeah,
That's
but-
probably
but
it.
You're not gonna say like I have GERD or like, POTS, and you're not
Yeah.
gonna look at them and be like, oh, okay, you know.
I mean, that's what I want to get ahead of it. I want to create the alphabet mafia is crazy because it sounds so cool that it always takes me a while. That people who are saying it are often homophobic. Yeah, yeah, alphabet mafia is
It's
sick.
because of JPEG.
Oh, well, no, it's because the mafia is sick.
No, I know, but there's also like artists.
They go by mafia.
and
Yeah.
they make-
No, you're right.
But
I'll think of something like the medical alphabet mafia.
I can't control my anger. Watch.
Okay, that's awesome.
So
You're
just-
such a good litmus test
Yeah,
for that.
like, If I can't control my anger, I guarantee you,
Right.
like this is probably the most.
yeah.
and I've seen a
Okay,
lot of it.
that's good.
So
Thank you. That helps a lot. I think they heard that. Anissa was basically saying that this was the most annoying thing she's heard all week. So you guys are represented well in the chat and at home.
Your life is everything. You serve all purpose. You should treat yourself now